All right, Sistas fans. Now, this is a piggyback follow-up video to the one I did about season 4, episode 8, The Sister, the synopsis where Karen delivers major news for the sisters and Fatima becomes the casualty of war. I'm probably just going to kind of revamp this video and title it something along the lines of Fatima becomes public enemy number 1. That's what it seems like, because the promo or the synopsis is like, wait, does Karen tell the girls about the pregnancy and then that means the girls turn against Fatima? It's like, yeah, Fatima's the one that took Karen's baby daddy away from her or some ridiculous nonsense like that. But no, the second part, and Fatima becomes the casualty of war. After reading the comments on the synopsis video, as well as watching the preview again for this week's episode of Sisters, as well as remembering the character descriptions of like the DA, Bill Watts, a lawyer that's going to be sent by Jake, who is the, co-worker of Gary, who's helping Zach with his finances. Basically, it seems to me the casualty part of the situation is Hayden related, because in the promo for this week's episode, Fatima says, look, you keep escalating this, somebody's going to end up in a body bag. And Hayden's like, yeah, it's going to be you. And it's one of those situations where we know Zach isn't too fond of the fact that Hayden hit Fatima, even though Fatima said it was her plan anyway. I'm guessing Hayden does something, and Fatima ain't going to die. Fatima's not going to die. I know it says casualty of war, but, casualty could mean, different things. The synopsis, C-A-S-U-A-L-T-Y. Not the opposing one where it's C-A-S-U-A-L-I-T-Y. There's a difference. The word we're talking about with the A-L-T-Y at the end, different meanings here. A person killed or injured in a war or accident. A person or thing badly affected by an event or situation. Or an accident or a chiefly in insurance, an accident, mishap, or disaster. I'm leaning towards the second definition, a person or thing badly affected by an event or situation. Case in point, Hayden made it clear that he has no intention of backing down from getting revenge on Fatima in the parking garage in the promo for this episode. The simple, cleanest way is, let's say, Hayden gets access to the security footage. I mean, hell, for all we know, maybe he has a camera in his car for what happened with Fatima. He uses that, and that gets Fatima fired. I know that, Robin's the one who owns the company and whatnot, but with those tapes and, the dialogue that was used by Hayden and Fatima and whatnot, and those being her goons, he could sue. And I feel like it could be a situation where Fatima is a casualty in terms of her career. And remember, her whole thing, even though it hasn't been revealed in the series yet, Crystal said this in a live, the reason Fatima is studying law to be a lawyer is due to her family's past of being, big in the drug industry, even though they are no longer a part of that life. If and when any of her family comes in trouble with the law, she'll be able to help them on the legal side. So, I'm thinking casualty means Hayden doesn't do anything physical to Fatima. I mean, I could be wrong here, but I just want to look at this in the most clean-cut way. It looks like at this point, Zach is ready to throw hands with Hayden on site anyway for putting hands on Fatima. But it's one of those things where Zach would look for any excuse. You got to think of it this way. I believe the altercation between Zach and Hayden occurs at the job, meaning that Zach comes down there looking for trouble, or he comes to visit Fatima at work. I don't know. Who knows? But regardless, these two are going to go at it, and Zach's going to be arrested. Probably due to the Fatima situation. I mean, hell, like I said, maybe Zach could just show up to work, to the job, to see Fatima, just to kind of, surprise her at work. Or, I don't know if it's going to happen this soon, because remember, this is episode 8. Due to the whole, I guess Fatima has Zach's phone for some reason. Maybe he goes down to the job that day to get his phone back. I don't know, but I do feel like that's a bit too soon. Yeah, it feels a bit too soon. I think it's a situation where Fatima goes through something that Hayden did, and as a result, Zach is pissed off and wants to, handle the situation. So the case that I want to make here is either Fatima becomes the casualty as a result of being the victim of Hayden's side of the war, or because Karen delivers the major news to the sisters about the pregnancy, she becomes public enemy due to it's Fatima's fault that Zach isn't with Karen. But to be completely honest here, even if they weren't together, I mean, even if Fatima didn't take Zach back at the beginning stages of season 3, I don't think that Zach would even want to be with Karen anymore, because at that point, you know, he had already been arrested for the credit card stuff, and he said that's the one where I knew I couldn't go back to you. So, yeah, the girls can just stuff it for all I care, because even if they dislike Fatima because of the pregnancy crap, well, ain't nothing she could do about it. And number 2, she ain't got time for the drama. She about to leave them all, you know, sail away with Zach into the sunset on their new show. So y'all, Fatima be like, yo, hey, y'all can sit here in your drama and mess and skankiness all you want to. Me and my boo, we going to our own show. Sabrina, where your show at? Karen, where your show at? Exactly. Haha, bye, heifers. So that's what I kind of think there. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you think Fatima's going to be public enemy number 1, or do you think she's just going to be a victim of her own doing? I mean, she was the one that started the situation in the car with Hayden. I know Hayden technically got the ball rolling, but at this point it's like, well, what can you do? Thanks so much for tuning in. Take a moment to hit the thumbs up button to show you like the video. Hit subscribe as we close in on 200,000 subscribers here on the channel. Follow me on social media. Links are in the description below. Hit the bell icon and select all. That way you don't miss out when I post content. And if you would like to donate to the channel, feel free to do so on PayPal or Cash App.